This is Asakusa, one of the most famous tourist spots in Tokyo. I'm heading to Odaiba, another popular tourist area. But instead of taking a train, today I'll take a boat called Tokyo Cruise. This is Asakusa Station on the top line. Several railway lines are running through Asakusa. As you know, Tokyo has one of the most developed railway networks in the world. However, it was once known as the City of Water, with many canals and waterways filled with boats. Even today, there are many activities on the water. This is the boarding point for Tokyo Cruise. We'll go down the Sumida River that flows through central Tokyo. They have several routes, but today I'm going directly to Odaiba. This is Azumabashi Bridge, one of the 5 bridges built over the Sumida River during the Edo period. You can see Tokyo Skytree over there. This is the Asahi Beer Monument. This is Komagata Bridge right next to it. Here comes the EMERALDAS, the boat I'm about to ride. This spaceship-like boat has 2 sister ships called HIMIKO and HOTALUNA. They were designed by Leiji Matsumoto, known for Galaxy Express 39 and Space Battleship Yamato. I've arrived at the boarding area. The view from the waiting area is nice. We can find the EMERALDAS docked right there. The bridge you can see over there is the Tobu Line Railway Bridge. Pedestrians can cross it too. That walking route from Sensoji Temple to Tokyo Skytree is really attractive. The fare to Odaiba Seaside Park is 2,000 yen. If you book online, you get priority boarding. Now it's boarding time. Let's get on that spaceship. This is what the interior looks like. Seats aren't assigned. You can sit anywhere that's empty. This is the view from the windows. You can enjoy the scenery from the comfortable cabin regardless of the weather outside. There is a cafe stand in the middle. I wonder how the pilot's seat is structured. Here comes the sister ship, HIMIKO. By the way, EMERALDAS is the newest of the 3. We're departing right at 11 o'clock. It takes 55 minutes to reach Odaiba Seaside Park. HIMIKO will depart 30 minutes after us. Soon after departure, we go under Azumabashi Bridge. The first bridge was built here 250 years ago. Tokyo has been the political center of Japan for over 400 years, so it has many historical places. The current Azumabashi Bridge is rebuilt, but it's almost 100 years old now. The neighboring Komagata Bridge is already visible. The Sumida River flows through central Tokyo. Many bridges were built over this river to support the transportation network of this metropolis of over 10 million people. Going down the river is the perfect way to see these bridges. By the way, I stayed at that Apple hotel last night. Check out that video if you're interested. Now we're going under Umaya Bridge. Before this bridge was built, there were ferry boats, but apparently there were many capsizing accidents. That was more than 100 years ago. Right after Kamakura Bridge, there's a narrow bridge for telephone lines and water pipes. On the left, you can see Ryokoku Kokugikan. If you're interested in sumo wrestling, check that out. The next bridge is the JR Railway Bridge. This is Ryogoku Bridge. It's the second oldest bridge over the Sumida River. It has a history of being built after a major fire, with the thought that if there had been a bridge here, many people could have escaped. The Great Fire of Meidaki was a significant historical event in Tokyo. The elevated road you can see all along is Shutokosoku, the Metropolitan Expressway. It was built later in Tokyo where there was little land left, so it often runs along the river, like this. That's because nobody owned the river. Metropolitan Expressway Route 6 merges with Route 7 here and crosses the river. The next bridge, Ohashi Bridge, is also one of the 5 bridges built during the Edo period. The ukiyo-e artist Hiroshige's paintings influenced Van Gogh, who made copies of them. The next bridge, Kiyosu Bridge, is designated as an important cultural property in Japan. It was planned as part of the reconstruction after the Great Kanto earthquake and became one of the symbols of the earthquake recovery. Sumida River Bridge is relatively new, not yet 50 years old, and is the only double-deck bridge over the Sumida River. The Hanzomon subway line runs underground. Odaiba Bridge is also one of the 5 bridges built during the Edo period. 9 bridges were built over the Sumida River as reconstruction projects after the Great Kanto earthquake, and this is one of them. The rebuilt Eitai Bridge became Japan's first iron bridge after the earthquake. It's an important cultural property in Japan. You can see Harumi Canal on the left. The route to Toyosu goes through there. Chuo Bridge is a new one. About 30 years since its opening, there are many high-rise apartments in this area. It's also known as an area with beautiful night views. This is Tsukuda Bridge. I introduced the night view from Tsukuda Bridge in another video. Tokyo Cruise also operates night cruises on limited dates. This is St. Luke's Twin Towers. There are many modern buildings in this area. The open-air deck is now accessible. It's cold today, but the weather is nice. The view is amazing. You can clearly see the Kachidoki-bashi Bridge ahead. This is what the back of the boat looks like. It really has a unique design. It feels quite fast, maybe because we're close to the water. Kachidoki Bridge is designated as an important cultural property of Japan along with the Kiyosu Bridge and Eitai Bridge. It's a precious surviving drawbridge in Japan, but its mechanical parts have been stopped since 1980. Now we're going right under it. It's impressive. You can already see Tsukiji Bridge right ahead. It's the newest bridge over the Sumida River, opened in 2018. You can see Tokyo Tower in the distance. We've seen some really amazing views. That is the Rainbow Bridge you can see ahead. This area is no longer the river, but Tokyo Bay. That's the Takeshiba Pier over there. The yellow ship docked there is Tachibana Maru, a passenger ferry that goes to several Tokyo islands. Rainbow Bridge has several bridges merging from this side. We seem to be going under where the bridges merge. The upper part is the Metropolitan Expressway Odaiba line, and the lower part carries the Yuri-Kamome monorail line. You can also walk across it. Odaiba means a place for artillery batteries in English. That small island is Odaiba number 6. When Perry arrived at Uraga, Japan felt threatened and foreign ships and installed artillery batteries at several locations, including Odaiba for defense. The place name Odaiba remains from that time. The building with the big sphere you see ahead is Fuji TV, one of Japan's major private TV networks. On the right, you can see the Hilton Hotel. Over there are decks, a large shopping mall, and other commercial facilities. Odaiba today has been redeveloped and become one of Tokyo's major tourist areas. The Odaiba water bus stop is right in front of Fuji TV sphere called Hachitama. By the way, Hachitama has an observation deck and is one of the tourist attractions. We're docking now. Thank you very much. I think this boat is an attractive option when traveling between these two major tourist areas. Taking the train would save money, but going through the Sumida River will be a special experience for you. This boat will soon depart again for Asakusa. Odaiba is famous for its night view, but it's also beautiful during the day. Let's walk a bit in Odaiba Seaside Park. It feels very peaceful. This Statue of Liberty replica was installed around 2000 as a symbol of friendship between Japan and the US. It's become a photo spot with Rainbow Bridge in the background, in the place where artillery batteries were installed against the threat of the US Navy, Perry. This is now a symbol of US-Japan friendship. It's a symbol of freedom and equality. People from the Edo-period couldn't have imagined this future. That's the Yuri-Kamome. Diver station is right there. I'll go see the Gundam statue ahead, not this one. The original Gundam statue was taken down due to aging. After a while, a new one was unveiled, the Unicorn Gundam. They say the light and effects change between day and night. If you're a fan, don't miss the chance to snap some photos. Now, let's cross the Rainbow Bridge on the Yuri-Kamome. Thank you for watching until the end. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. See you next time.